Well, it's been a long winter, cold one, colder than most. Uh, it gives us some time to sit here and look back at all the fun we've had. And it's almost 4 years, probably five, since we started all this, and four on video here. But it seems that lately our progress has slowed. It's almost stalled. And I don't know, last 2 years, the wife's had an operation, and my job's become very demanding, long hours, middle of the night type of stuff. So recoup time is taken quite a bit instead of working. So we're trying to get a handle on it, but we want to kind of pick up the pace this summer, hopefully. And we want to talk about a couple of things about the where we want to go this year. And I'm talking about the channel, and I'm talking about the land. So we'll have to see what happens. Well, for most of you, you've probably seen quite a bit of this. It seems like there's a steady following, but there's a lot of people that stumble across this channel. But we've got our cabin here in Alaska pretty much completed on the outside. We have some awning stuff we need to finish up, but it's not exposed to the weather, so we're in pretty good shape there. We have the solar power in. We've got propane for heat and cooking, and we're starting another shed, outhouse, bathhouse in the back. That'll be this year, and we cleared a bunch of the land last winter, and so we'll be doing a lot of that cleanup. And I'd like to focus more on the obviously got to finish that building in the back, get a roof on it at the bare mint, framed in, and then um, work on the inside. And hopefully, I can get started this spring on a lot of that. We'll have to see if my work and time can dictate me taking the time off and getting out there and spend a few weeks. And speaking of the inside, we're going to do a surprise showing here of the inside. A lot of work. We haven't showed it for obvious reasons. It is not completed, but we're gonna let you see some footage I recorded last summer. Okay, a couple of you were wondering what the inside of the cabin looks like. We're gonna kind of do a quick walkthrough. This is the morning after. Got in late last night. Had multiple trips. We're staying up here for a couple of weeks. You can see that's let me swing back behind the door here. Back up a little. You can see that's the battery inverter. That's a solar charger there. Comes into the inverter. And out of curiosity, it's about 11. Sun's still way in the east. See if I can show what we're putting out here. Kind of hard. It's about 52.8 volts, 350 watts, 6 amps, 6.5 amps, 52.8, fully charged. But yeah, this is stove right there. Like we call it the shavin' for a reason. It's a shed cabin. It's a propane stove there. Obviously we're not using that in the summer. And that's our kitchen countertop. Everything's not tied in yet because we're still going to put in a nice floor. As you can see everywhere, it's just insulation. Got LED lights. Those draw about, what do they draw? I forget now. 10 watts, I believe. And same over here. We have 10 watts on there. Really lights this up in the summer. Fridge. That was I looked at all the energy efficient fridges
and went into Home Depot. They had a big sale. Might have been 4th of July, I don't know, Memorial Day. Wife spotted this thing. Very efficient. It doesn't meet the energy requirements to be called an efficient refrigerator, but it's off by, I don't know, a few watts. It's not bad at all. It's a smaller fridge. I think that's about, well, you can see that's about level for my hand, shoulder height, so not even shoulder height, a little bit below. So I guess 5 maybe. But yeah, this is kind of it. You can see I'll swing over here. This is how I work from the cabin up here. Got the work laptop hooked up, dual monitors, personal, and obviously I got a bunch of just, you know, junk over there. But yeah, you can see it's hitting the panels out there pretty good. So it's not full on yet. I think it'll reach about 1200 watts once. Might be a little less, 1000, but I've seen it. This time of year, I can let this stuff just run. You don't even have to think about it. Winter, I'd be very conservative, powering it off. You know, trying to make it last, you know, days in the winter in the cold, the batteries. But yeah, nothing fancy. Wasn't going to show anybody, and then I started thinking about it. It's like you guys, you can see, the cots go up and down. Want more room, we put those away in the bedding and roll it out, we get more room, but a lot of work, and this works pretty good for us. Not much you want to do, everything's outside. Work and come in and relax, eat. So that's about it. Nothing fancy. Got this little stove down there, friend gave me. Guess it's an oven. It is a stovetop on the top. Came out of a tent trailer, I believe. Need to try to figure out how to hook that up, find the right spot to hook that up. For now, we're just using that Coleman stove. Works pretty good. Everything else is black iron, kettle, fire pit. So, yep, sounds like we got neighbors, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Well, you can tell winter's almost over and spring's coming by dogs running around. And what I mean is the Ferrandi will be here soon, then the Iditarod. A lot of people flying up this year, going up to Nome even to watch the ending. But it's gaining some traction, I think, this year. At least the people I know. But we can tell that days are going to start getting lighter here. We're gaining about 35 minutes a week now. So won't be long. It's still enough, but by tax day, April 15th, we should be well past it. So we're, what, 30, 45 days away. So it's time to plan for those projects. I want to do a water collection system. You can see on one of those videos we threw out a trash can just to see how much water we would get off the roof. It was amazing. And that was just a little 2-foot section. So we'll probably put some gutters up and some kind of a barrel just to have some water for plants and maybe some fire protection. What else? Oh, the bathhouse out back for sure. We got to get that outhouse bath. The other half's going to be shed and may even move all the solar to that. Don't know. But that's kind of what's on our plate. Obviously, the cleanup of the firewood and stacking. So much, much to do this year. Well, if you're still here, leave a comment below on what you like in Alaska or would like to see. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.